guys, my name's AJ. Welcome back to AJ Budgeting. If you are new here, I do want to say thank you for being here. And if you are subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. If you have not, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to make your budget. And this is my first time ever talking about this on the channel. And I'm gonna tell you the ways like how I make my budget and some of the unconventional methods that I do use as a budgeter in this community. So first and foremost, it's 5 key components that you need to do when making your budget. The first one is assessing your income, meaning like from all factors, from your side job, your regular job, whatever you're getting paid in. The next one is list out all your monthly expenses. This does include all your bills, debts, and subscription services. Like all of those need to be up in the mix. The next one is to subtract your expenses from your income. So this basically means like you take your income that you get from the beginning of the month and you access it, whether it be like a rough estimate or if your salary, you get paid the same amount every single month. Subtract it from your bills and basically see what you have left over. And then after you do that, this is still within step number 3, you definitely do need to allocate extra money that you may have to savings and or debts. And then the fourth thing you need to do is track your expenses throughout the month. Just because you budgeted for the month and you allocated money aside, like say for instance in a personal wallet or in a binder for high priority, low priority, sinking funds and stuff in that nature, that does not mean that it stops there. You need to have some system or form that you have to track your expenses and whatnot. And then number 5 is to make a new budget before the month begins. So that means we are kind of almost at the end of February, so your March budget should already be written out and bills and stuff accounted for. So now I'm going to show you how I do things. So with my budgeting, I am I'm half a month ahead with my budgets. So this is going to be looking into my budget. Let me just zoom in so we can see it. All right, so we pretty much zoomed in as much as we can. So I have 2 jobs and I know when I get paid per month. One of them is per diem and the other one is my staff job. And obviously at the per diem job, I get paid more. So right here, these are my bills for the month of February. Everything that's crossed off is already done. So as you can see, everything for the month of February is already completed. And let me just delete this because this is done. Yeah, so this is a budget sheet that I bought off at Etsy, and it has like a lot in here. It has a monthly overview, like the calendar for the month, but you also do track stuff on here as well. But this is the monthly budget. So what I do for my budget, this is why I say it's unconventional. So this is for February, so we're technically done with February, so let's go ahead and head to March. So for March, it's going to be my no sinking funds month, meaning like I'm not allocating as much money into sinking funds. I'm only doing specific things like utilities, wedding, travel, in my personal wallet. So everything that is yellow is auto pay, which all of these are auto pay except for the mortgage because I transferred that into my husband's account. And so in here we do have a mixture of different things. So my fixed expenses, these are the expenses that do not change every month. These are like constantly the same, so they're in this category. My variable expenses is also intertwined with my debts. So my variable expenses has like the common things like lights, gas, water, sewer, trash, and then underneath it starts my credit cards. That's gonna be in another video because, baby, listen, okay? So some of the ways that I budget that's unconventional is, if you see right here, I always make a lot of little notes, which I like Google Notes, or Google Docs, or whatever this is. It's Good Notes, there we go, to transfer calendars on there, because I can make little notes and then I can delete it. So for the month of March, sorry, it's a helicopter. For the month of March, for bills, I need approximately $3,112.67. And then another way that I budget unconventionally, I do the stuff that I'm supposed to be getting hypothetically. So this is the budgeted amount, and I do that for everything. So I can get like an overview of what I possibly might be making for the month, or if it's the actual amount. So if it's the actual amount, if you see on February, I did this little blue line, meaning like it's the same amount, so it does not have to be re-put in there, type of thing. But let's go back to March. So as I'm doing this, I do realize like this is a very unconventional way to budget. However, this is what works best for me, and obviously I can adjust if I need to. So this is this. Now for another thing that I do that's very unconventional, I kind of preset, not for this month, because obviously this is a no sinking funds month. I'm almost done with my low priority sinking funds for the month, so that's why I haven't updated it. But this is what I preset for my savings. These are the amounts that I would like to reach for the month. So like the Friday challenge, I'm supposed to put $75 in there. For my 100 envelope challenge, I want to put $339 in there. For my croissant challenge, I want to finish that next month, so I can allocate all the extra money into the 100 envelope challenge, because I do want to finish that off rather quickly. For my budget with Carly, her challenge is 100. My Candy Spell the Roses challenge is $250 a month, and I want to allocate at least $150 a month into my emergency fund. And then I did start a new challenge, but this is entwined with my personal wallet. So every time I put $20 into the Soul Mama challenge, which I finished last week, I'm going to, this week, I'm going to take that $20 and put it into this challenge. So the method that I do use when budgeting, even though it's kind of wonky, is I do use a zero-based budgeting, meaning like I would like to tell all my money where to go instead of basically wondering where it went. So you see down here at the bottom, this is like estimated expenses and everything. But the thing about this is I'm not going to ever be over, and if I am over, what I have been doing is I have been putting that into like a rollover envelope, because I don't know what I'm going to be doing with that money. But at the end of the day, this is just like a hypothetical, especially for the income, because first off, I don't know what I'm going to be getting paid these days. Sometimes my staff job is the same and it fluctuates by like a couple dollars, but then my per diem job is not always the same depending on how much I work. So this is just like an in-depth into my budget and how I do things, and how budgeting can not make sense to everyone in the same manner, but it's up to you to tweak it to fit how you're going along with life and like what budgeting system works best for you. Another way that's like different for me when I budget is I'm going to be using this binder coming soon, because as of yet I do not budget my monthly bills or my debts, because I'm always a month ahead because how I pay my bills. Usually the first check for the beginning of the month, like I'm using that to pay the end of the month, and then like the second check I am paying the next month. So I'm half a month ahead technically, but coming soon I'm going to be getting envelopes from a shop to fill this binder so I can make this my month ahead binder, so I can truly get a month ahead and go like that. So I don't stuff my bills right now. I just put those into basically just leave it in my account and then just go from there. And I only stuff my high priority, low priority, and savings challenges. And same for my husband. All of his bill money stays in his account as well, and we only pretty much stuff his savings challenges and his sinking funds. So if you like this video, share with a friend, and I'll see you guys in my next one for my debt confession, because you guys are going to be mind-blowing. But if you like this video, share with a friend, and as always, happy savings.